Attention, Jim Harbaugh. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on my own radio show. This is strictly entertainment and educational and my own personal opinions on the market. And Jim Harbaugh, if you're out there before you play Maryland, subscribe to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, and maybe you, yes, you can take down the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University next week on Peace and Love. Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. A quick update here while we're watching the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University, take on one of the henchmen of them, Mel Tucker and the Michigan State Spartans. As you know, I'm a Michigan fan, so the result of this game so far is good for me because I need Michigan State to lose, and then they give Michigan a shot with a win this afternoon, a chance to win the Big Ten championship next week. But as we all know, that's going to go horribly wrong and it'll probably be a disaster. So as we look at the Bitcoin right now and we get into the criminal gangster cartel that have also manipulated the trading market, right? You can see what we were going over last night. The Bitcoin is on the bottom side, depending on how you have this rising wedge. And I have it now as the bottom side as I've made some adjustments as we've got rejected off that and we're trending down. But still not a lot of volume. A little bit here on the breakthrough, right? So what I would look forward to now this weekend, especially tomorrow as options open, do we start to stabilize and bottom there and then start to trade back up going in as the options open and we get a big pump? Or do we get rejected as we come back up and trade all the way down to here? So in the Bitcoin, in a super simple, easy, straight to the point, technical trading chart setup and what to look forward to, is if you get rejected and can't get back above this 200-day moving average, that's going to be traveling down. If you bottom here again and come make a run up, if you get rejected off the 60,000 overhead resistance line, you're coming down here to $50,069. If you get back on top of this, your upper target would be up here at 65,000. So upper target, if we break back above into this rising wedge, right? We all know the rising wedge we're talking about. If we zoom out and take a step back real quick, there's the rising wedge we're in right there. Take a step out back farther because I'm on my phone. It's similar to that rising wedge. Remember when we diagnosed, sniffed out, and detected that when Vincenzo's channel was getting online back here, right? And then we broke through that, came back up, back tested, and crashed, right? And we called that. Vincenzo was one of the only ones out there along with XRP Future Millionaire and calling that big reversal that was going to take place. Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing was out in front of XRP Future Millionaire, calling the dump. We were more bearish quicker, but he was also on board with us and seeing the same things, and we both had the same outlook in the mid-range term that there was going to be a big dump, right? So XRP Future Millionaire and Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing were warning you as we were rounding this top up here that the price was going to come down. Did either of us know the exact day? No, but we were telling you what to look forward to and key things to watch for when the breakdown was going to start. And once again, both of us are diagnosing, sniffing out, and detecting, and averting and subverting the criminal gangsters and the market manipulators, and warning you that we're in a similar pattern. He has a little bit different of a look than what I have, but we both have the same thesis that we are topping out, and we've been topping out all back in here, right? And that we need to watch for a big crash coming. And Vincenzo's been advertising a November crash. XRP Future Millionaire hasn't emphasized November as much, but I've been calling for a November flush since about 2 months ago. So topping out really high helps me out because now on that initial dump, that was $5,000. You get another $5,000 dump, and you're running down here, and now you're $10,000 to $15,000 crash already. So I think this price is coming down, and that's what to look forward to. If you can't break back above into that rising wedge and come up to the $65,969 mark, you're going to get rejected where you're at now, and you're going to flush, and it's going to be a big flush, and it would be a flash flush, meaning within a day or two, and that would be another 15%. And from the top, as you know, we called for a 50% minimum Bitcoin crash in November, a big crash, not a little crash, a big crash. At least 50% we were calling for, and calling for prices in the low 20s. And from the top there, this would already be a 27% crash if we come down to the next level. And you can see 50% minimum would bring us to 33,000, but we think we're going to go lower than that now because how high the price is, right? So if we look at XRP, You can see it's the same thing. We've been diagnosed, sniffing out and detecting, averting and subverting the criminal gangster cartel, right? And right, and we've been overting and subverting back here. You can check out the prior videos as we diagnosed the fib circles on these rings where they were going to come out of, right? So we were diagnosing, sniffing out, and detecting all of this, and we've told you and laid out plans to how you got to where you are. And now at the current price, right, as we zoom on into a super simple, easy way, and if we back up, we were telling you Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Back here, we were coming down to $1.06 because we were getting topped out, and he misses the field goal. How the fuck? Jim Harbaugh, you suck losing these assholes. And then we came down and we told you on a bounce back off the 106, the moving averages was a likely rejection point, and then we would come back down here to this prior overhead resistance, and then we could bounce up back to the moving averages, but we would get rejected, come back a little bit lower on that same zone, maybe come back up to the 105 and get rejected, and then start trading back down to that 92 cents. So that's what we've been forecasting, and you can see there's your top end target, and there's what we were forecasting. Just to clear the clutter out now, you can see we've done exactly that. We've traded up into the moving averages, got rejected. Now we're back at the 106, and if we fail the 106, we're coming down in a super simple, easy way to the to this mark, and then maybe back up here to 106, and then a flush to 92, right? So that's what I think you're going in right now. And then you can see that would kind of be building a pattern of a high, a lower high, a lower high, and in the future lower high. And you could see what we would have there, right? And then you could say this was resistance, support, support, future support, right? And then a breakthrough to the downside out of it, right? See that? We could be forming something like that. So we're going to keep an eye on that in XRP. But if you're looking for a bullish scenario and you need the bulls to come in and take over the market, you need to hold support here, get back on top of that line that we just drew, get into this upper end and where the 200-day moving average is, and this green volume indicator major trading area, the green support box, and then get on top of that, and then you could trade up into something like that. That is the least likely and improbable solution, and I'm expecting more of a trade to the downside here, but we'll keep you updated on XRP. The same thing with the Dogecoin, right? The Dogecoin down here, we were telling you how you could trade back up into the moving averages, which you have, and then get rejected as the 200 would be trending down as it is. And we think you're ultimately, we don't want to delete that, you're trading back down towards this green underneath ring in Doge. As if we look back here, we were telling you when you came up to this ring, if you couldn't hold it, you would fall down to the next ring, and you did, right? See that? Easy technical analysis. And then we told you if you couldn't gather support, another touchdown for Ohio State. They're just walking all over the criminal gangster henchmen, right? I don't even know why you're kicking field goals. Michigan State doesn't make any sense. See that? And then you couldn't hold support and you fell down, and you're coming close to this green fib circle underneath, and that's where you're going to have to go now. At the very least, you got to trade to this green fib circle and then maybe get some support and trade back up to this overhead resistance line, right? And if you can't, you're going to fall down to this next underneath fib circle, which is way down there. And if you move the price action to current time, we're going to be talking about down into this area. It's actually much deeper. It's down here, right? So that's what you're looking forward to in the Dogecoin. We'll give you further updates as some of the coins are starting to fall. The crypto sphere is getting awfully nervous. Stick with old Vincenzo, Jerome. We know to stay out of Dent right now because it's bearish. All of these are below the 2 V-chain bearish. SHIBA coin, we were telling you this was going to fucking roll over and roll over hard. Remember when we were saying to sell into this rally? If anybody got in it, and congratulations, any of you that started selling out here and finished selling out in this consolidation, because already you've lost 50% of current price, and you're going to go all the way back down here in the blink of an eye. So if anybody got in on this SHIBA pump, it's over. Yes, you could double top and come back down, but you need to be taking advantage of selling out and selling out, right? And take advantage of the huge 7,000% pump, right? Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. When the bulls come out, we'll be the first to show you Harmony 1. We had a phenomenal pump this morning, and you can see essentially what happened was Harmony 1 was really high, tanked, and had a nice pump this morning. But it's good volume. You see that? Whenever you see good volume there in the 4-hour time frame, that's bullish. But then you go to the daily time frame and it's nothing. So essentially what I think you have here is you got a consolidation where you got major overhead resistance. It's going to be trading down like that. And I think this in Harmony 1, don't mean to sound like the bearer or bad news, but in this pump, I think you're going to sell back off down to this moving average. So if you got in last night on a swing trade, congratulations, take your 20% profit, step to the side and rebuy back in when it comes back down to the 200-day moving average, because this thing is not primed and ready to go up. It's primed and ready to go down. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love to my beautiful, lovely, glowing, gorgeous audience, supporters, and followers.